Firefighters still on scene here working to put out the hot spots. This is the pile of metal from the roof that collapsed. And there are still many questions surrounding the triple murder here on Bent Mountain. Police found the bodies at the home just about 100 yards behind me. Breaking news out of Appomattox County. There's been a wreck on Interstate 81 involving multiple tractor trailers. WDBJ7's Tanisha Watkins joins us live in Appomattox. Well, Robin, they're expected to be out here for the next few days, taking a look at all the damage from homes that are no longer here to ones that still are but are badly damaged. The winter weather that is on the way. Meteorologist Leo Hirschberger is joining us, tracking down the timing and the amounts. Leo, there are already watches and warnings out. What I want to do is draw your attention to this home right here, because the people who live in this home say that there was a man hiding underneath their back porch. Roanoke police actually just cleared the scene about 10 minutes ago, but their investigation had been centered on this building. Some good news is that fire has not expanded. It is still sitting at 325 acres. Even better news is that the fire is now 60% contained. That's up from 25% earlier today. And the president should be getting off the plane any minute now. You can see it right there. What I want to do is show you the strength of the storm. One of the good ways of showing that is this massive tree that has fallen down. With everyone coming there with a story of their own about why they were there, why they were paying their respects. We're also learning more about President Trump's process to pick a new Supreme Court justice. Person who works at this business right here, he says he was surprised with all the police that were out here earlier this morning. Throughout the afternoon, Randy Johnson was looking for the items that were thrown from his house, one that's now unrecognizable.
Yeah, this was the master bedroom.
Where he lived for 23 years, leveled. The family pictures gone with it.
The house doesn't mean a lot to me. It's just it's the photos.
It was his mission today to get them back, and others helped him sift and search.
I don't know these people. They're just helping us, and I tell them what I'm looking for, and they're more than willing to come out here and help.
Every once in a while, a find.
That's me with my youngest daughter. She was born 1 pound, 13 ounces. Good find.
Through the afternoon, he found a handful of treasure. Sonograms, births, childhood photos.
This is what counts, man. Yeah. Home movies and photos.
They're small victories in the middle of unimaginable loss. And when he finds those photos, he holds on to them.
They've already gotten away from me once, and I'm not going to let them happen again.
His search for memories takes priority. As for what's next, who knows?
We don't know what to do next. We just we call the insurance, you call the post office, and you pick up.
You can put a dollar value on a home, but you can't put a price on what he's finding today. Yeah, Robin and Jean, we are out here at the intersection of 16th Street and Tazewell Avenue. Want to give you the information we learned within the last hour. We understand the U.S. Marshal's Office was the lead agency on this. Roanoke police were assisting. When we got here on the scene around 3 o'clock, Roanoke police had set up a rather large perimeter, about 4 blocks by 4 blocks in the area between 13th and 17th Street in Southeast around Tazewell Avenue. Let's take a look at the video from earlier today, and you'll get a sense of how busy this was. This home, the police were centered in on this home, and people who live there say a man was hiding underneath the porch in the backyard. They did not see much, but they did hear police talking to that man. Here's what someone who was inside the house at the time had to say.
Police had him cornered under there, and they got him out. I came back through and made sure my nieces got upstairs, and my sister got them upstairs safe, and my cousin's baby. And after that, I don't know, as we stayed up there until the police come back around to the front, and we knew that they had gotten whoever they were looking for.
Yeah, you saw a U.S. Marshal earlier carrying out shoes and pants from the house, as well as Marshal questioning someone who was inside the police car at the time. Neighbors say that man was wearing a white tank top. We are not sure who he is or what charges he was wanted on. We are still working to get that information. We'll keep on top of this story and let you know when we have any new details. Everyone coming there with a story of their own about why they were there, why they were paying their respects. Understandably, there was a lot of grief in the crowd there. And this is the first weekday since that attack took place. So in the middle of the sadness, there is this small sense of routine returning.
Oh my gosh!
Walk down Charlottesville City Mall and you'll hear some familiar sounds. Playing on the carousel to people going about their business. But turn down 4th Street and there's nothing normal about it.
It was terrifying. Absolutely terrifying.
Zachary Taylor wasn't here on Saturday, but was one of the hundreds who stopped by to pay respects to the victims, including Heather Heyer, who died.
I didn't know Heather, but it could have been any one of us.
People pausing to take a picture and a minute. Some dropping off flowers, realizing how close they were to the violence.
And all of a sudden the procession stopped and people started running.
Judy Dunscombe joined in with the counter-protesters Saturday. She heard the screams for help as a car plowed into the group. Days later, it's still not better.
Here we are. I mean, it hurts.
That feeling of hurt may be here now, but Judy says her city will be fine.
I hate it that this sacred space was created by this stupid, avoidable, preventable tragedy, but I'm grateful that it's here.
I could not imagine a stronger community who would be the centerpiece of this fight. So I'm very proud to live here and proud to be a part of this.
From the memorial to the free speech wall on the mall, it all shows this city's voice is focused on unity and love.
Charlottesville's going to be great. We are not afraid.
Come on, Willow!
Just getting up on a bike is a big deal here.
Woo!
There's a cheering section to prove it, but behind them there's a mother who's quietly watching.
I think I'm just mesmerized that she's doing it.
Tammy Arnold has her eyes on her daughter Willow, who doesn't have a quiet bone in her body.
I mean, I'm already on YouTube, but I guess TV's the best next thing, right?
This week she's learning how to ride a bike, a skill that doesn't come easily.
Am I steering or are you?
Willow lives with cerebral palsy and has difficulty moving around.
It's like she had a stroke before she was born, and so her right side does not work.
I started trying to ride a bike, but I would always fall off.
Willow is spending time on different types of bikes, including this stationary one. Her mom celebrates the small victories.
Her foot staying on the pedal is a very big deal.
Willow's working with people in the I Can Shine program who travel the country. This week, about 30 people are learning just like her, all thanks to Lee Riddle's family who brought the program here.
We just took the plunge and started raising money, and 4 years ago we started the first camp.
Willow's learning on adapted bikes first so that she can eventually ride on her own.
Let me stop! I really don't like this.
They know how to push her, and she loves it. Loves them pushing her.
Whoa!
Through the pedals come progress.
All you have to do is get back up, because I know you won't get hurt that much.
Now that's some advice we can all live by. In Roanoke, Christian Heilman, WDBJ 7.
It's a holiday, and you know, there's still folks that are waking up early.
There are a few folks waking up early, and it's going to be a really hot day ahead of us.
It is.
Time right now to check in with meteorologist Leo Hurstbrunner. Well, we have an update now on a homicide investigation in Campbell County. Police have made a second arrest in connection to Lisa Henderson's death. Deputies say Marquis Williams was arrested just after noon yesterday in connection to the case. Lisa Henderson was found dead in April. She had been in a relationship with Williams. Another man, Felix Jefferson, is also charged in her death. And state police have identified the man who died in a fatal motorcycle crash in Christiansburg Monday. This is video from where the crash happened at Roanoke Street near Depot Street. Police say Robert Cowan of Wytheville drove off during a traffic stop, hit a trooper's car, and eventually crashed. Cowan died at the scene. And we're also learning more about President Trump's process to pick a new Supreme Court justice. The president has already started interviewing candidates to replace Justice Anthony Kennedy, who is set to retire at the end of this month. The White House says President Trump interviewed 3 candidates yesterday and 4 others on Monday. The president has promised this justice will be conservative. Press Secretary Sarah Sanders said yesterday President Trump is not going to make the decision based on a specific case like Roe v. Wade.
For somebody with tremendous intellect, he'd like somebody with the right judicial temperament, and he wants somebody who's going to be focused on upholding the Constitution.
President Trump is expected to announce his nominee Monday, July 9th. The Trump administration has reversed an Obama-era policy that encouraged colleges to consider race as a factor in college admissions. The announcement came yesterday in a Dear Colleague letter advising school officials those guidelines that encouraged affirmative action were being withdrawn. The Supreme Court has outlawed quotas or numerical goals, but has refused to end affirmative action entirely. The court said race is one of many factors colleges can consider to get a diverse student body. A lot of us are going to be spending some time outside today on this July 4th, and it's time right now for your weather on the 7s. Leo, it is going to be downright uncomfortable out there.
Once again, yeah.
All you need to know about the 7 days that it's going to be fine for grilling today.
That's all you need.
There you go. All right. Thank you much, Leo. Well, you're watching your hometown station. Are you looking for a fun way to spend this 4th of July? WTBJ 7's Tanisha Watkins is live on your hometown patio.